so we're dealing with some insulation and stuff. Let's turn this down. We got the air filter going up high because we just tore out some insulation from underneath of the cabinets. My mom saves packing material just like I do with the foam and stuff. So we're going to put the foam down. We don't really need insulation underneath the house. We had to remove this because there was evidence of like a rat living there. And we already, yeah, we have a dead rat that we took up out of the other side. So hopefully it was just the one. I don't hear anything. I don't see anything. Kitty's not going crazy. At the time though, I believe she was, right? I remember her going crazy. So that is all ready to go. We just vacuumed. That is completely full of just a bunch of nasty garbage. So what we're gonna do, see how this floor right here there's nothing holding it up because the floor rotted underneath. This is a brand new piece of plywood and it's very good, but they put it right over top of a rotten floor. So what we're gonna do is take a long 2x4. We can't get in here and screw it to the side of the rafter, right? But we're going to screw it from the top back here. So I have a 40-inch board, and then we got a 2-foot board. So we're gonna put that 2-foot board and screw it against that 40-inch board, screw it to the rafter, screw it to the rafter about right here, because that's about as far as Hadar can reach up in there. And then screw it from the top on this side. And then we'll be able to seal it and put a board up here for pretty and caulk it and stuff, and it'll be solid. So this right here, I'm not sure why. That board is a little rotten on the top. Maybe it got wet, maybe it's from the rat, I don't know. But for some reason, these are not 16-inch on center. This is like a 1-foot space. I'm not sure why they did that, but it's good for us, more stability for our fridge and stuff. Yeah.
Can you move a fridge out and all that?
Not right now, probably not, because it's not going to affect that.
How am I going to slide it in there probably then?
Well, you're going to slide it in and we're going to hold it up with a big old bar and screw it in. Right, yeah. And once it's screwed in with like 3 screws right here, it should stay stable there. Alright, so we have to charge a battery. Our battery is dead. This is a Harbor Freight screwdriver. It's worked pretty good for us. We got it when we moved here. So it's 3 years old. Okay, so if I zoom in, this is a rafter board. It's a 2x6, very, very good rafter boards. So we put a pressure treated 2-foot long to go up underneath of the existing floor here, so just so they're together, they meet a little bit. And I have something to put on for stability. So after he gets this charged up, we're going to be putting the other board here on the other side and all the way down. It's a 40-inch board. And then stacked on top of that, from here to here, 2 foot, is going to be another board. So not very conventional, but it'll work. And you can see I'm using all this insulation. I'm just stacking it on top of each other. I'm going to get some more styrofoam put on top of that one. And what I should do is get some rat poison and put in here, but I don't have any. Just if they, well, I don't want them dying in here, do I? That wouldn't be good. Anyway, so 2x4s are gonna go across. I can't afford plywood. It's expensive, y'all. Look it up. It's very expensive. Terrible price. So I'm gonna just put the 2x4s going across here. Probably 4 or 5 of them. I think 5 of them will fit. Yeah, and then put my cabinet right here. I'm going to seal all the holes. There's holes in the walls. Bugs and stuff can get up in there. So all of that's going to get sealed, caulked. I do have to paint. Make sure it's all sealed. Need some big gap foam insulation back in there.
Okay, show me what I'm doing next.
Yeah, okay. So the next board's going to go in there, and it's going to have that 2-foot board attached to it.
The opposite side?
Yep. Okay, so this is the two boards he's going to screw together, and the top of this right here, or the side, this is going to be where my 2x4s are going to sit right here, and then this is going to be under the floor so we can screw the plywood to it so it doesn't move and it's stable.
This kitchen has looked like this more than normal, I think, for the better part of this year. Well, I didn't call you. I just asked for you to pause it so we can film, because, you know, it's once in a lifetime you do this, I think. It's probably never happening again in any other house we live in either, if we do.
Nope.
This is a one-time, forever thing.
Well, somebody put me in a new kitchen if I ever get another house.
Yeah,
anyway.
But the floor is laid. This is getting dry fitted over here. It already did.
Okay, here's how the floor got done.
Not
we got
perfect,
some,
but...
What's this called? Pressure treated?
2x4s.
2x4s. Alright, we gotta fill in the hole and, you know, caulk it and stuff. Make sure it's sealed all the way. We're gonna put some trim here. Make sure it's filled in. We got this done. Make sure it's filled in. It is attached. Put 2 screws down on it. I'm gonna put some backer, you know, backer board in it. It's like it fills big gaps. It's like foam. So we'll put the backer board in, and then we'll caulk, and then we'll put the what's this called? What I got?
White.
Baseboard. We'll put a baseboard on back here. I have to actually redo this wall. Finish the edge of the tiling right there. I have some extra left over. And I'm going to paint all of this in here. Right now we got to run a fan because this wood is wet to the touch. There was only a couple pieces that were dry. So this has to dry out first. We're going to paint, caulk it, seal it up. Go put some strips down to make sure it's all sealed. Got to caulk all the lines. And this was still like 25% of the price of one sheet of plywood. So it's ridiculous. But
the only thing is, it's not completely, utterly level.
It is not.
It doesn't matter for that side, but if you're going to do this as well, which most people don't or won't, if you do plan on doing that, it is sturdy, it's solid. You can jump on it all day if you want.
Solid.
But it is not level because we had to fit
this
that
right
2x4
here,
over here.
The whole house on this, up until this point, slants this way. It's not that big of a deal. We can just put some shims on if we put another cabinet in here, which I might. But for right now, I'm gonna have pull out racks, and it's gonna hold my appliances and stuff. All of this cabinet is going to hold the bulk of all of my cooking stuff, my pots and pans, even my casserole stuff, you know. Look how big these drawers are.
In Israel, we had the same thing.
Give me a break. Yeah, in Israel, over top of our cook stove, we had this exact thing, and it was marvelous.
It was also monstrous. There was
Held
like
everything.
3 of these for the whole kitchen, and it was much longer than this.
It was great. But that kitchen was not efficient for me because it was a lot of walking. I'd have to walk 8 feet that way to get to the stove, and then 8 feet that way to get to the sink. It was not efficient.
Let's get you out of here because I got to put the fridge back, and I got to start fanning this.
Yeah, this has to dry. We're going to pull this out. But I like how this looks right now. We're going to set the thing right on top of it. The
Husky board.
The Husky board. I'm going to leave this alone for right now. But we have to figure out if we're going to stain it or paint it. But I think it looks good like this.
Staining it.
Yeah, might
just so it doesn't catch crud.
Because it'll get
oil.
oily underneath.
Yeah, this.
It's right next
when you
to
cook
stuff.
bacon on here, yeah. Oh, that's all the alcohol we've ever had in this house. So.
Yeah, and I haven't tried my hazy.
This I think you used for vanilla one time, maybe. And then just.
Oh, it's sturdy.
You bought this for us to try out with this together, but we just never did.
Look, it's oh wait, it's supposed to be sugar-free.
Does this sum about 900 days we've been here?
Is it sugar-free? Yeah,
I don't really
didn't even
drink by myself. Yeah.
We got it when a friend came over, and that's all we drank when he came over. So, 0% juice. I think this is sugar-free. No 2 carbs.
You bought it, so you would know.
I bought it to make margaritas. I bought margarita glasses and everything, and I think I got this one. Yeah.
That's supposed to be with it.
This is supposed to go with it. Yeah.
Just 10 calories per serving, it says.
And look. It's unopened, and I still haven't tasted a margarita yet. I want to taste it, though. I think it would be pretty good. Anyway, I'm super happy with how this turned out, but it's got a lot of finish work to do, which requires a lot of painting, which I hate, but we're getting rid of 4 drawers. All that stuff's going to go in 1 drawer. Can you believe that? This drawer right here. I don't even believe it. We're just going to screw this up into the wall right here. Put the thing on. I'm super happy. It's going to be great.
Okay. Okay. So I had to take the back panel of the fridge out because there's a tray over there that all of the liquid inside of the fridge goes to on the outer back. Last time it was a cause for a lot of trouble, and as you can see, that's not blood. That's water with a bunch of kind of actually dry, but debris, and I don't like that the fridge does that. This is over like a year, I think almost. It's maybe 6 to 8 months, but it's a lot of crud to come out of that fridge and stay there in that tray. And there's a fan on it, so it doesn't really stink, but it definitely, clearly has bugs that are attracted to it. So I don't like it, even though it's a good idea. Implementation of it with the back panel, for ours particularly, because there's no really floor under there. For us particularly, it's a bad design. But I'll take it, because, you know, once in a while I can just open that and quickly do that. And yeah, so I'm going to have to fan it. This is a rack Andrea was talking about. I have to measure it. The only way it'll fit perfectly is if we don't have the wheels. Then I can move it back a little bit, because I won't have that wheel over there either. That's the only way it'll fit perfectly in this corner. So that's for her to decide whether she wants it to protrude and just do this, or she just wants it to stand here, and then it's just a rack.
If you aren't subscribed yet,
Please subscribe and like.
comment and share FoolyLiving.
So Grandma came over, and she's like, "You emptied your pool already?" And I was like, "No." What? It exploded. This pool is no good. It's a summer waves.
Yeah, and a perfect location for it.
Yeah.